friends, welcome back. We have another word problem today, and today's word problem is about our friend Damali and all of her shoes. She has lots of shoes apparently. So let's take a look at our word problem together. Make sure you have something to write with and a piece of paper. I've got my workbook, my notebook here with me, and I've got a pen so that I can do my work here. Make sure you've got something to write on too, and we'll get started. So we always start out by reading. Let's read it together twice. If you can read it with me, when you see the words, go ahead and say it out loud. Damali is sorting shoes by color. She has 46 blue shoes, 27 red shoes, and 18 green shoes. How many red and blue shoes does she have? Let's think about what the story's about. What's Damali doing? What's happening? And let's read it one more time. Damali is sorting shoes by color. She has 46 blue shoes, 27 red shoes, and 18 green shoes. How many red and blue shoes does she have? So now that we've read twice, we can move on to our next step in the reading, which is using our cube strategy. C stands for circle key numbers. So go ahead and find the key numbers and tell me what they are. 46, 27, 18. U stands for underline the question. What's our question here? What word does it start with? How. How many red and blue shoes does she have? B stands for box math action words. What is Damali doing? She is sorting. And she has the shoes too. E stands for evaluate and eliminate. What would you like me to cross off that we don't need here? We could cross off Damali. We could cross off shoes. So some people are thinking about maybe crossing off the colors, blue, red, and green. But if we look down here, it says, how many red and blue shoes does she have? So we need to know about the red shoes, and we need to know about the blue shoes. Do we need to know about the green shoes? So maybe that is information that we don't need right here. Okay, so now that we've started breaking apart our problem using cubes, we're ready to draw a diagram to help us solve. So let's think let's think about the question first. How many red and blue shoes does she have? So which numbers are we going to be using here to help us solve that question? We will be using the blue shoe total, which is 46, and the red shoe total, which is 27. What about this number 18 over here? What do you think about it? That we don't need it. Why don't we need this information for this problem? Because it's only asking us how many red and blue shoes does she have. If it asked us how many shoes did she have in total, we might want this number. Or if it asked us how many blue, red, and green shoes she had, we might want it. But it doesn't ask us anything about green shoes. So really this number is not a key number. It's just an extra number in the problem, and we don't need to use it. So now it's time to think about what kind of a diagram you're going to make. I'm going to give you a second, and I'm going to take a minute here to draw a diagram that I think matches this. I'm going to put mine on my notebook. Go ahead and do the same for you. You can pause the video if you'd like, and I'm going to get busy writing my diagram. Okay, so what kind of diagram did you decide to use? I drew a tape diagram and I chose a number bond just to see what I thought and if they both matched. So I started off by drawing 46. I know I have 46 blue shoes and 27 red shoes. So I drew a line of 46 blue and 27 red. And it wants to know how many blue and red she has. So I put them next to each other, blue and red. I put them together because I'm looking for the whole total. So then on my number bond, I did sort of the same thing. I knew that the two colors were the two parts, and I'm looking for a total number of shoes. So let me erase here, and I'll make my diagram a little bit bigger. I'm just going to put the number bond one on here. But if you did a tape diagram, that's awesome too. So I'll make my number bond now a little bit bigger. We had 46 red shoes, 27 blue shoes, and we want to know how many red and blue shoes Damali has. So we're looking for the total number. If we're looking for a total, are we going to add or subtract to get that total? The total is the biggest number, and in order to get the biggest number, we have to add. So I'll write my number sentence, 46 plus 27, and now I'm going to think about how I'd like to add this. You can choose any strategy you'd like. You could choose the arrow way, a number line, the vertical method, hundreds, tens, and ones chart. Maybe mental math would work for you here. A tape diagram where you use compensation. I see that this number is kind of close to 50. So I want to get it to 50. Maybe that'll make it easier to add. How many more do I need to make it get to 50? I need 4 more. And I can take 4 from him and borrow it. If I do that, how many's left? I'm going to do 27 and take away 4. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23 are left. So now if I add these two together, I get 50. And now I just need to add 23. Can you see why I might have chosen to do that and make a 50? Why would I have chosen to make 50 instead of just using the vertical method? Now that I have 50, it'll be really easy to do this problem using mental math. Now all I have to do is add my 10s, 5 plus 2, and add my 1s, 0 plus 3. Now, I want you to write your answer for me in a complete sentence. So if the question said how many red and blue shoes did Damali have, then your answer should say something about Damali. What could it say? Damali has 73 red and blue shoes. Don't forget the period at the end of your sentence. All right, nice job. If you tried this problem on your own, please send me a picture. I'd love to see what you've been working on. I'd love to see the strategies that you're using, and don't forget your complete sentence that tells me your answer and how you did it. So you could just take a picture of whatever you've been working on and ask your parent to send it to me, and come on back for the next lesson. See you soon.